This is the New York Sports Machine on WICR.
What's up, everyone? Antonio Coppola, Tom Meehan back with you, as usual on a Thursday. Tom, what's going on, buddy?
Doing good. Week's almost over. It was a long school week, but we got through it. It's not too bad.
Thanksgiving coming up.
I know. Can't wait.
Nice little break.
Can't wait to see the fam. It's gonna be a good time. A lot of food.
Oh yeah, and the best part is there's football.
Oh yeah,
now
annual Turkey Bowl.
Oh yeah, as I lower the music here. Listen, Thanksgiving, one of the best holidays of the year. Not only for the food, family, everything you just said, but it's really when you get a good idea of what NFL teams are.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we got a lot to talk about because the Giants and Jets both played pivotal games last week. We'll talk about the Jets after we talk about the Giants because I was very impressed at what I saw and everything I took away from that game with the Patriots. They lost. It was a heartbreaker.
Oh, my God.
What did you see? Tell me what you thought about the Giants.
All right. That whole game, well, for the most part, most of that game, we looked like, for the first time in a while, we looked like a Super Bowl team.
Mm-hmm.
We had the Patriots sweating. We had the lead up until the end. We came we held a lead. We had them sweating. We made some great passes. Eli was great. Odell was great. Even JPP with the oven mitt, he was killing it.
He looks like he's obviously he's lost a lot of weight, but he looks fast.
He looks like he's doing it. They all. What I'm saying, everyone did a great job all around. Showed some good talent, and it showed where the team can go at their highest length. Unfortunately, couldn't win. It killed me. I was pissed off until the Rangers game when they won. So then that's another story.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy about that. But
I mean, the Patriots have Tom Brady. The way that they were just able to go right down the field, it's unfair, right?
It's deadly. Like, if you, with that poor clock, the only thing I have to do that they haven't figured out this whole season is the poor clock management.
Right.
That's why they got Brady back in, and you know how Brady is this elite quarterback, and he's going to get them to the field goal line. Like, he's going to do that.
Right.
Like, it's going to happen, and it happened. He's not going to be the guy who just throws incomplete passes the whole time. It's inconsistent. He's the most, I think he's one of the, and I hate to say it because it's Tom Brady, but he's one of the most consistent quarterbacks I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I'm right there with you. I mean, I saw a lot of good things from the Giants, particularly the defense. They played really well. Eli Manning, I think he said a career high in the first half with like 250 yards in the air, which is awesome for him. I mean, he's played well, kind of flown under the radar. But I mean, another thing we have to talk about is the loss of Victor Cruz coming out this week. Victor Cruz, he actually hurt himself trying to run routes.
Yes.
So it's not the lingering injury. I mean, it's the same calf injury, but he re-injured himself more severely, and he's gonna have to have calf surgery.
It's a shame because we knew he wasn't going to be in. We knew he was out due to injury. And the fact that this sprung up on him and it had almost complete, it was a whole other thing. It started a whole new injury, have to get surgery now. It's just, it's sad to see it because, he's a valuable asset to the team. And it's just, it's rough, but.
Absolutely. I mean, the poor guy hasn't played football in a couple of years now. He obviously had that knee injury last year that's really devastated him. I mean, we'll see if he's able to bounce back. We don't even know if he's going to be in a Giant uniform next year.
It's upsetting. But who knows? That's why you got to give credit to football for being such a short season. Because if it was more than 16 games, imagine how many injuries there would be. Oh, yeah, it would be nonsense.
But no, I mean the Giants have they got the bye week coming up. I think that they need it, especially coming off a loss like this, where you put so much into it, going up against an undefeated team. Nonetheless, the Patriots, who are have been the big bully in the NFL. But no, this, like I said, the bye week's coming at a good time. They come off the bye week in a couple weeks. They got Washington on the road, big division game.
Right.
And I mean, when you look at this division, it's wide open. Washington, Philly, and now Dallas getting Tony Romo back. I know they lost 7 in a row. Who's your favorite for the division? I mean, is there a favorite, I should say?
I mean, the division. As a Giants fan, of course, I'm gonna stay blue, but
it's wide open.
I mean, it really is because this division's like by far one of like most sloppy divisions I've seen this year. Like
Absolutely.
It's just not. It's not. There's no elite team. Like the Giants are 5-5 in their first right now. Like. I don't know. You don't know what to expect. You don't know what's going to happen, but
no, I agree. It's very sloppy.
What I think is that with this bye week and with that last game and that almost that win being a point away, like 2 points away from winning, whatever you want to call it. It's like this. Hopefully this is the start of something big for them. This is the start of a big push in momentum, and that's what I'm hoping for. I don't know. As far as the rest of the division, I'm not too sure. With Tony Romo coming back, I don't know if you saw this, but he posted on, I think it was Twitter. Do you ever see the movie Major League, right?
Yeah.
When the coach says have to win the whole effing thing, he posted that saying he's like, I'm win the whole. So like, I thought that was
subliminal message from Tony Romo.
I thought that was pretty cool, but as a Giants fan, I hope he doesn't win the whole.
I mean, thing. I mean, he's coming off a collarbone injury. I mean, he broke his collarbone. That's not a I should say that's not an easy thing to come back from. I mean, when you're sitting there in the pocket as a quarterback with these giants running at you, it's always in the back of your mind. So, I mean, we'll see how he's able to bounce back. Obviously, that team has struggled mightily.
Oh my God!
With not only on the field, but all around. The Greg Hardy situation, Des Bryant having a tirade in the locker room.
Yeah, it's been a disaster for a season for them.
Yeah, this is a big game coming up for the Cowboys. I mean, if they lose this game this weekend, their season is without a doubt over.
Oh, yeah.
They're playing in Miami on Sunday, so we'll see. Now let's shift over to the Jets. They had that big Thursday night game against Buffalo at home. I believe we were here last Thursday discussing the game.
We talked about
the
Giants and Jets. Yep.
Listen, I'm very disappointed.
I'm sure
for many reasons.
I said I was all in favor of the Jets winning that one.
Me too, man. And to see Rex Ryan jumping up and down on the sidelines after the game like a fat kid in a candy store, it drove me absolutely nuts. It drove me crazy. And it wasn't just seeing Rex celebrate. It's just how everything happened. I mean, being down in the first half, I think it was like 15-3. And then they come out in the second half. The defense plays well. They start to come back, and then Todd Bowles in the fourth quarter starts getting a little greedy. I mean, the Jets they have all the momentum. They scored 2 consecutive touchdowns. Brandon Marshall, Eric Decker, both huge catches. Then Todd Bowles in the fourth quarter he starts going for it on fourth down, chasing points. Obviously, I don't know if you know Nick Folk, the Jets kicker, got injured a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Actually put him on injured reserve. He has a torn quad muscle. So the Jets signed this kicker off the streets, Randy Bullock, who obviously they don't trust because they were going for it on fourth down, and it was like a 30-yard field goal to get them within one score. I mean, the whole thing just drove me crazy. I understand being aggressive, but it was just too early. They went for it on fourth down, I think, with like 13 minutes left in the game.
Yeah,
but
they shouldn't have done that.
Anyway.
It was rough, and I don't want to get your tempers flaring, but I don't know if you saw the post game interview with Rex. He compared the Jets to like an old girlfriend that he used he's supposed to care about, then he realized that he's better than.
Oh, okay.
So as soon as I heard that, I'm like, oh, what an idiot.
Yeah. No, good thing is that we get to see him week 17, last week of the season. The Jets have to go up to Buffalo now.
Yep.
With the way this division's playing out, that could be a huge game for the wild card. I don't want to look too far ahead into it because, listen, the Jets have a huge game this weekend against the Texans. They've lost 3 of their last 4 games, Tom. How important is this game, especially now that we find out from the Monday night game
that they spoiled that undefeated season?
Right. I was amazed. Yeah. That win really impressed me.
Oh, yeah. But it's going to be tough. It absolutely is going to be tough. It's this game should not be taken lightly by any means. This team definitely has some momentum right now. That was a humongous win for them, and they have had a really rocky season. And this could be a kind of a turnaround for them, and hopefully not for the Jets. So that's all I really got to say.
No, yeah, you said it right there. Turnaround. I mean, looking at Houston. After their bye week, they really, they came out and made a statement against Cincinnati without a doubt. Obviously, they were undefeated. They've been kind of tearing through the AFC. Cincinnati has been. They've looked like a very good team. The knock on the Bengals and Andy Dalton, more specifically, is that he's never been able to win a playoff game. They look like they're in firm control of that division. I don't think Pittsburgh's going to be able to come back and give them a fight. But no, looking at this game this weekend, Brian Hoyer was actually concussed in that Monday night game. He's not going to be able to play this week, and they're saying he's suffering from memory loss. That's a huge benefit in terms of the Jets' standpoint because, listen, the Jets have had a lot of injuries, especially on the defensive side of the ball. They're also starting to get some guys back. They've had the 10. They're gonna have, I should say, the 10-day rest period between last Thursday and this game coming up on Sunday. So they're gonna get guys like Calvin Pryor back. Antonio Cromartie might be able to play. But just overall, do you see the Jets being able to squeeze this game out? Obviously, it's Ryan Fitzpatrick's old team. Do you think he'll have a chip on his shoulder?
He definitely will. I think, and especially with the last couple games, this kind of a slump, if you want to call it that. I think he's going to come back fighting pretty strong with these guys. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Now, before we go, Tom, we got to talk a little hockey because the Rangers are
all right. Yeah, I'm always down to talk some hockey.
Huge winning streak right now. They look like a very, very dominant team. A guy that's
top in the NHL right now.
Oh, absolutely. A guy that's surprised me a lot has been Zuccarelli. He's been playing great. But talk to me about this matchup tonight against Tampa Bay. Huge game, and take it away.
This is a big game. This is one of the biggest games we got yet. Not only because it's going to bring our streak into the double digits, which is one thing. Which is I think right now we're tied for our best season start since 75, and with this win, it'll push us ahead of that, and I think, and as you know, it's the Lightning. Lightning was the last time we saw them. They eliminated us in Game 7, which I'm still heartbroken over. Right now, that team is on a slump. I believe they lost 3 games in a row leading up to this one. They have a little bit of a break. So if we can catch them right now in this down, kick them where they're down, if anything, and just kind of get the upper hand. They're a fast team, but we can figure them out. We've played against them before. We've had some trouble, but I think right now with our team, we got these lines set up. Zuccarello's dirty. Everyone's really moving the puck really, really, really well. And I think if we utilize that speed and get the upper hand on them, it'll be ours. But only time will tell. We gotta wait and see.
All right. Well, thank you for that Rangers report. I'm not a huge hockey guy as we all know, but
I'm telling you, go to MSG for one game, like that.
I've been. I understand. I mean, I love watching the game live. Obviously, beautiful. I love the playoffs. I always follow the Rangers in the playoff runs.
I mean, it's just my opinion. I almost sound a little biased, but I feel like the best playoffs to watch is hockey playoffs easily.
Yeah,
it's the most exciting.
It's definitely up there. I mean, I love football so much just because of the fact that it's one game. Everything's one game.
Oh, yeah, it's all right.
Playoffs, everything's one game.
It's all Game 7s if you want to look at it like that.
Right, exactly. And I think the thing that hockey doesn't have going for it is that, at least this is just for me, is that football and basketball are just, for me, they dominate in terms of my interests. Hockey seasons during football and basketball. I'm not able to keep up with everything. We didn't get to talk about the Knicks today, but Kristaps Porzingis looking like the steal of the draft. Happy the Knicks fans booed him because this kid is playing lights out and everyone's being proved wrong. Now we're gonna leave it at that, Tom. We'll be back next week, everybody. But enjoy your weekend. A lot of New York sports to watch, to keep up with, and have a good one.
Take care, everybody.